Yo, there's the music. What's good, peoples? What's going on? What's going on? Sorry I'm late. See what the market's doing. Same old shit. I was watching the market during Asian session last night, and I saw it pushing, came all the way back up. This was like 200 pips, then just start dropping. So I still think, like I said, gold plays this little range here. So this is really the range I'm looking at, this 4-hour range. So I think we'll push above, we'll push below, but we're always going to come back into this range. I'm saying it the whole week, and this is what's happening. That's because gold doesn't really have, overall it's bullish, obviously it's very high, but we don't have much direction for gold right now. They on the way up. Oh, Manu. I know about Manu. But hold on, where's my chat? Where the shit would I do with it? Let's see, up here. Pop out, there we go. Gold did me dirty this morning. It brought back to break even today. Oh shit. Yeah, gold is just going to play this range, man. So after we tapped, got the quick buys, it didn't come back up to this resistance, which is fine. But it did still, like I said, come back down. I didn't think it was really going to push too much. Like, maybe just retest the Asian highs. That's the furthest I was really anticipating it to go. But the sells definitely looked good after that. So the sells were... yeah, look, we just sort of closed back into Asian range. Or we stayed in Asian range and then came down to the bottom of Asian range. So gold is, yeah, just good old range. So we have flash manufacturing PMIs at 245. When was the last time we had flash PMIs? Did we get some last month? I think we did. So it's usually the 20-something of the month. Let me go back and see what happened during the last PMIs. I don't want to go a year back. So it's going to be between the 20th and 24th. Remember PMIs. Yeehaw, hello, hello, hello. There we go, 24th. Alright, let's see what happened during the last PMIs. 24th at 245. Tried to do the 30-minute strategy, but I think it went wrong somewhere, hence lost. What was your what do you mean the 30-minute strategy? Where did you get in? What candle? What candle was it? And was it a breakout? Was it a continuation? Let's review that. If you got a chart, send it in the Discord of the trade you took. So this would have been the news right here. This little bearish candle, it would have been at 245. Actually, this would have been the, no, yeah, this one, 245. So not much going on. 9 o'clock, 30-minute candle. So last PMIs didn't really do much, so probably won't do much today. I don't think PMIs is not really high impact news. Got you. 9 o'clock. Okay, did you take buys? You did take buys, and then it came back to break even. Right? This is the continuation pattern. This is a really nice continuation pattern. Oh, so where was your TP? Because if I was looking at this, if I was going to take this trade, I would have had 2 entries. Let's go back. So what we've got here, the setup is beautiful. We don't have a bullish bias, but price is ranging, it's consolidating. So I would definitely be playing the range. Got a closure back above Asian lows. Got a very strong support here. So you've got 4 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles that have closed here at this level. Got a very strong support and engulfing. Got a weak bearish candle, signals a continuation. So you have 2 entries. You could take a break of this high. Stop loss, previous low. I'd probably be looking at a 1-to-1, like maybe this resistance here, just because there is a resistance. So maybe this here, I would be looking at 1-to-1. So 1 entry there, or an entry at the candle flip. So if this candle, it didn't make much of a bottom wick, but with this strategy you can take an entry right here, either stop loss below, or if you want to be super conservative, either below the support or previous low, but previous low is massive. So potentially I would have gone for support, and then again just a TP at the highest, and that probably would have been the trade. Now, even though I'm playing the range, you know, you could anticipate that price would come and retest Asian highs, but by the time price got to these resistances, you definitely want to be locked in. You definitely want to have some locked in, especially 2 resistances and a lower high. Yeah, you want to kind of be out there. So that's how I would have broke down that trade, or got in, got out, you know. So very good entry, good stop loss, previous low, or entry candle low, depending on how you got in, but always go for at least a 1-to-1. But the idea was there, the trade was there, definitely. That trade was definitely there. Oh, so look, it did come up to this last resistance. That would have been nice. And then look, came back down to this support again. Jeez, now pushing back up. Crazy. But we'll see what we get for these PMIs today. I'm not really anticipating high volume price action. You missed the continuation pattern. All right, let's look at GJ. So GJ pulled back. So I know Ashley yesterday was talking about divergence, and it looks like that divergence definitely played out. So we were about here. So yeah, what a pullback. How many pips is this? This is a decent amount of... Damn, 200 pips. 200 pips. Back below support. I mean resistance. This daily resistance. Let's go. So we got a support right here. Got resistance here. It's looking good, looking good. Sorry. Listening to something. Alright, so GJ, we've got a little gap there. So this was PMIs this morning for, that was PMIs for GBP. So mixed data, which is, it usually is, but readings over 50 is usually good for the currency. Let's see where it normally says, look, over 50 indicates industry expansion, below indicates contraction. Yeah, look, good. Operating in forecast is good for the currency. So even though we both got readings over 50, we still missed one of these, the services PMI. So it's kind of mixed numbers, I guess, but we still had this pullback. Daily's very bearish and broke yesterday's low. 4 hours retested a previous 4-hour level. This must be an old level. Damn. Could tell I don't pay GJ no attention. Not much love. Sorry, GJ. Oh man. There's a mad push though. It's a mad push up, mad drop back down. Alright, let's see what NAS is doing too. It retraced the whole push, the whole push. To be honest, you know how it is with NAS. Gotta wait for market open. Oh, this weather is trying to kick my ass. I might have to go get a hot drink. Getting all stuffy. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for NAS though. But yeah, good. Where was your TP, Haroon, for this trade? Was it the back at the highs? Back at Asian highs? If I'm scalping, I like to go 1-to-1 risk reward. I don't really like taking a negative risk reward, but sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you have to. Oh, okay. But this I wasn't scalping, was tested if I could hold. Oh damn. So I would be careful with, I did, but to my stop loss. shit. I mean, in terms of risk management, where did you get in? You got another 9 o'clock candle. How low did you get in? What's going on, Ash? Because if it gave a good, if you got in at the break of the high, which is usually an entry for me, and your trade, no way, your trade never got to 150 pips and you let it run back on you. No way. Golden, this big retrace up, so annoying. It is annoying. It is, but gold is playing this 4-hour range. I've been telling y'all all week. Gold ain't trying to break out of here for too long. This is where we're gonna live for the next month. Nah, not that much. I did get in a little late. Okay. So yeah, break of the highs, usually a good entry because it's a confirmation that price is going to continue up. So yeah, if you're going to use that strategy, you definitely need to take the entry, because it's a scalping strategy. It's not really a long hold strategy, the 30-minute ones. Most of them are scalping strategies, but sometimes the runners can go on, and I'd more so hold runners than full positions. But with gold, once gold breaks previous candle highs, or if you get in at a candle flip, a lot of the time gold comes back to entry at some point. Maybe even in the same candle, it might come back to entry wherever you entered. So I'm always cautious of that. That's why I lock mine in. So many messages. I would have been out that much pips. Maybe sells around the 80 level. After the Pride days lows were broken, I thought gold would be near 405 by this time. I don't know, you know. Like, alright, what you have to think about is we're not super fundamental traders in here. We trade price action. But what is actually moving gold right now? What is moving gold right now? There's nothing going on that's very bullish for gold, nothing going on that's very bearish for gold. Literally, we don't have no tariff news, we don't have any war news, we just about have data coming out. We had NFP yesterday, it was whack. Do you know what I mean? So I think the only thing we've got to look at for gold right now is what's happening with the USD. And that's going to be interest rates. And we don't know what's happening with that until December. When's interest rates? It's usually like mid-December. I don't want day to day. I want a week view next week. Alright, not next week. Week after. Oh, we got ADP. Yeah, all the news is back. All the news is back. Jolts. Okay, so December the 10th. December the 10th, right? That's when we'll know where gold is going. That's when we'll have a bit more of a direction. What news do we have before that? Unemployment claims, consumer sentiment, services, PMI. Nah, so none of that stuff is. When's CPI? We've got PPI next Tuesday. CPI is usually the 13th, like mid-month. 13th to 15th-ish. Oh shit, I missed it. It's the same day as fit. Oh shit. Wednesday is gonna be popping. This day is gonna be popping right here. I'm looking forward to that. We're saying, guys, we should just stream 6 hours from CPI all the way to interest rates. Nah, never. But yeah, so my point is we don't have any super high impact news that's affecting gold right now. So gold is just going to be sideways. It's going to be sideways. And that's why we've been playing in this area, in this price range for so long. You know, we've barely broken below 4,000. We've dipped into it, we've tapped into a little bit, and then we've come back. But look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. Look at the daily. We still are staying above this 40.25, above the 45.25 resistance, the daily resistance down here. Once we break into that area, or we close below, then we're closing back into a new range. If we don't do that, we're staying above it. Like, that area is holding, that resistance, we're staying above. It's break, retest, and we're just holding. We're holding. You know? Look at these daily bottom wicks. We're driving down. We broke the lows yesterday. We came back up. We broke the lows today. We came back up. So what we have today? We have PMIs today. If PMI has the same kind of volume like the last PMI, which we just looked at, we're not going to see much movement, are we? Look, this was last PMIs. Friday 24th, 245. There we go. The tiniest little shitty bullish candle. you know, and then we just fell back for the rest of the afternoon. So best thing I think you can do on gold is literally just play these ranges, play the Asian ranges, play the higher time frame support and resistances, and that's it. So look, we had a closure below this resistance. Do you remember what I said yesterday on the stream? I said this is the main level that we're going to be playing in here, this box, because this is where we've had the most taps, where price is held, all these wick rejections here, we've stayed below, right? If we come down, this is the next level to look at, 40.18, and now we're just pushing back up. This is like end of the year price action, where people usually don't trade, but there's still opportunities. You might not get, well, before it would be like 500 pips would be a long hold. I was gonna say holding for 500 pips isn't, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get that. You're not gonna get thousands of pips in one move, I don't think. Not here. Yeah, because nothing is moving the markets. There we go. So we need that catalyst to give gold a strong bias. All right, we're above the daily flip, the daily candle, just pushing back up. This looks like some very nasty price action, man. Look at these daily candles. Like, just based on these daily candles, you can see gold has no direction because the bodies are very weak, very weak. We pushed up, we closed weak bullish. We pushed down, we closed weak bearish. Like, there's no direction on gold right now apart from sideways consolidation. So we just gotta wait and see. Can we stay above the daily flip? I mean, I think if we hold here below Asian lows, then we sell back down. But then right now, the only thing I'm thinking about is not like holding buys for crazy long or holding sells for crazy long. Just literally the range that gold is going to play. Looking at the 4 hour though, with respect to the previous 4 hour low, broke this high. So I'm looking at the 4 hour to see what happens at the 4 hour resistance, 40.80. So yes, Haroon, 40.80 at 80 level. And above there, then obviously 4100 again. Weekly flip is at 78. Let's see what the weekly is looking like since the week is about to be over. Weekly. I wonder how this weekly candle is going to close. Is it going to close bullish, bearish? We had this massive rejection. I don't know how far we retrace this previous top wick, but this is quite a rejection right here. It was quite a rejection. I don't know. I kind of feel like it closes bearish, to be honest, or weak bullish. I don't know. You never know. Trump might just say something wild today. You never know with that man. Is he speaking today? Nope. I've got all these FOMC speakers. Wednesday FOMC meeting minutes. I had a friend that was waiting for these FOMC meeting minutes. Let me see if it did anything. Wednesday at 7. I don't think it did. But I don't expect it to. Nope. It sold and then came back up. 150 pips? Nah. If buys again, I'll wait for retest around 60. That's good. A little break and retest. That's a good place. I mean, off this candle would have been a perfect entry right here. The 1 o'clock candle. I think that would have been a good spot to get in. Yeah, nothing going on just yet. I want to see what happens here. So I actually saw, no, I didn't see this, but I was looking at this candle yesterday and I thought, by the time this candle dropped, Asian range was already like 200 pips. 200 pip Asian range already. Gold pushed back up, and then this candle, boom, just continued the downtrend structure. How big is Asian range today? 400 pips. Massive, massive Asian ranges. It's like that's the standard now. It's the standard. Straight consolidation until January. Oh my god, no. I hope not. I hope not. I think once we get interest rates news, if it comes out, if they hold, then I think we'll see a bit of a gold sell-off, but nothing crazy. I don't think we'll get anything crazy. Nothing crazy. Alright, we're gonna retest these Asian highs. You know what? I like how we're approaching this area right before the candle closes. The 1 hour candle closes, 4 hour candle closes. What's your thoughts, Ash? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Saying daily flip. Were you thinking sells since we broke yesterday's low? We're at the daily flip, the weekly flip, sorry. I think because we're at the weekly flip, we might push up a bit more. Do you know what? Even though I think gold is going to stay in the range, I'm never going to forget the day that I was looking for sells and gold blasted through that 4 hour resistance and then immediately sold. It pushed like 300 pips and immediately sold back 300 pips. When was that? That was a crazy move, was it? It was a crazy push up and then immediately came back down. Let me go to the Discord, because I remember saying, I'm closing my charts. I can't be watching gold like this. Gold is crazy. Yeah, I was thinking sells. We broke weekly lows already. Wouldn't be surprised if this news pushes us down. Like if this is a setup for news. Okay. Okay. So you think the news is going to have some decent volume? Okay. It was on the 7th. That was... Yes, it was here. Remember this day, looking for the sells. looking for the sells, and then gold blasted up into this 4-hour, into a 4-hour resistance, and then sold right back down, and then back down into the range. Insane. That's what I can see kind of happening today. That's what I can see happening today. All right, cool. Do your thing. But this M30 double bottom and H4 ball candle isn't the best for sale, so I'm a bit unsure. Yeah, this price action isn't nice. But look where we're at. We're at this 4-hour resistance. I like sells from here, but the 4-hour resistance, we're at Asian highs. We've got these wick rejections to the left. Alright, I'm gonna let this candle open. I'm gonna see how this candle opens, and I'm gonna go get a drink. Alright, so we tapped Asian highs. We're respecting this resistance for now. Now, I wouldn't put it past this 4-hour candle to, I was going to say, to push up anywhere in this little range here. And then sell towards the end of the candle. Because we have a lot of rejections here. A lot of wicks. What do you reckon? We're going to get a long 4-hour top wick? No bottom wick on this 4-hour candle too. I'm liking the sells. I'm liking the sells. I'm liking the sells. I'm missing a book. Here we go. Is this the start of the sells? This would be a great place to sell from. Asian highs, 4-hour resistance. Now, if this candle, the charts looks crazy right now. Let me take some of this off. If this candle closes bearish, maybe below the daily flip, I'm going to be looking at sells. I want the daily to be bearish, the 4-hour to be bearish. I'll be looking at sells back down to the bottom of the range. I like the idea. I like the idea. Sells from resistance, that's right. That is right. That would be something like can't use the H4 strategy sells because we broke that previous 4-hour high already. Right here, we already broke that. I haven't forgotten about that H4 strategy, you know. Man, I should have gotten sales from 83. Yeah, this resistance is nice. Playing this range is nice. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. Ooh, GJ looks like it wants to keep coming down. Break that low. It's broken the low. Probably sells back down to the resistance as well, or support. Why I've got resistance there. Go on Goldie. Now it's kind of happening a bit early in this candle, the push down. I don't want it to push down too much with 20 minutes left to go, you know. If this daily can flip bearish, I think the sales are looking good. Alright, let me go get my drink. I'll be right back. While we wait for this candle to close. Alright, yeah, I'll be back. Alright. Where we at? Sales are looking good if this isn't just the H4 bottom wick. I agree. One agrees. Also kind of want gold to close below this, the daily flip. So the high time frames are with me. Dum, 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 dum. So we'll see what happens, but we could get a continuation pattern here. We could get a very weak bullish bearish candle and then push through this resistance. But it looks like price is making lower highs. As in, look, we got lower high, lower high, lower high. This is a decent level right here. Great levels for sales. What are we thinking, guys? We getting in? You ready? Let's look at some supply and demand. Okay. If we can get a lower high, if we can push down a bit more, maybe get a retest here. Actually, no, I don't really like the I don't like when the supply level, the supply and demand zone is the actual breakout level as well. I'm looking at down here. That didn't quite give a retest. Broke the highs to the left, but not this wick. Yeah, that wouldn't count. That wouldn't count. That wouldn't count. That would not count. Dun, 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 dun. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Alright, how big would the stop loss be? If we can get some sells now. Maybe 30-minute highs. I mean 15-minute highs, sorry. Get some 15-minute highs, I like that. I would already been in, but staying disciplined. As you all are here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We try to be disciplined. We want to be disciplined traders, right? But the thing is, when you say, like, stay disciplined, what about getting in means you're not disciplined? Is it because you don't have a specific entry, or what is it? Why do you think it's you're not being disciplined? Because if you have an idea and you execute on that idea, you're being disciplined. Maybe the urge to get in the zone I wanted. Yeah, but the zone that you wanted, is you planned that. You planned where you wanted to get in. You had an idea where you wanted to get in. which this time seemed to play out. So is it you're not getting in for fear that it might not work out, or what is it? And if that's the case, if it's because you're not sure, then it means that you don't have enough data. Once you have enough data and you say, all right, if I like this area, I'm going to get in. If you take every opportunity and then you find 60% of the time I'm right, 40% of the time I'm wrong, because you know 60% of the time you're right and you have a decent risk reward, you'll take it every time because you're confident now that it's going to work. And that's where all you have to do is start collecting information. Best way to do that is a journal. It doesn't have to be like a fully built out trade journal, but it could be something like zone retest. Why did you call out that zone? What made you want to call that zone? Go for that zone specifically, and then just list the criteria, and then did it work? Yes or no? How many pips? This how many pips for that day. Move on to the next day. This is what I saw at this zone. Take it. Did it work? Yes or no? And you just keep building on your data like that. You mark out, you say what worked well, what didn't work well, any mistakes you might have made. And I guarantee a lot of the time you're going to be like, I might have got in too late. Because I notice a lot of the time what can happen is you see a move, it starts playing out, and then you get FOMO, and then you try to jump in too late, and then you don't get as much pips out of it because the move is already in motion. And that's when you need to crack down on your entries. Journaling is my weak point. Do you know why a lot of people don't journal? Because it's long. And people don't see the benefit of journaling. It's very long. If you can find a simple way to journal, guaranteed you'll do it. If you got the benefit out of it. Like, it doesn't have to be long-winded. It really doesn't. The whole point of having a journal is to help you improve. You're not just writing down. I think just marking down a trade and saying this is the trade I took, I won, I lost. I think that's pointless. If you use your journal to mark down your criteria, what could you improve, what went well, and then you build on that, that's when you start to use your journal properly. Like now, say right now, just take out some notes in your phone. You got iPhone, you got Android, whatever. Take out your notes and you just make a quick note. Gold, this zone, didn't take sell, why you didn't take the sell, what you saw, how it would have played out. And that's it. That's your journal right there. That's it. And try to do it in real time. What's your thoughts behind it? Did you miss it because of work? Were you getting a snack? Do you know what I'm saying? You put down just all of that. Do it in real time. Just make a quick note in your phone. That's it. That's how you start to journal if you're not at a PC all the time. And you just keep adding, and then you have a journal. It doesn't have to be anything super specific. And then you review it at the end of the week. Review it, and then you make a plan for the next week. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I've noticed that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I saw these areas. It worked 3 out of 4 times. All right, so next week I'm gonna take the trade every time because I know that 3 or 4 times it worked last week. You make a plan. Sorry for the slurping. It's very hot. Alright, so this 15-minute candle. So I've got some exciting things coming, I think, for the channel. Some exciting things. Once I get to 500 followers. Start having some fun. Might do some Asian session streams. Do some more London session streams. But I'm going to do some stuff that's like exclusively for members, like exclusive member stuff, like just for you guys. We could backtest together. We could do some, like, you know, if you want any guidance, you want any help, then just for the members, the people that support, I've got you all the way, all the way, all the way. You know what I mean? So if you have any ideas, anything you guys actually want, let me know. Let me know. Drop it in the chat, and we can work on some stuff together. Because I backtest like pretty much every week. I backtest. So we could do backtesting, like just exclusive backtesting sessions, whatever pair you want, whatever strategy you want. Do you know what I mean? We'll do some... We'll have detailed Excel sheets. If you want to backtest or if you want to trade certain sessions, like I said. Maybe a giveaway. Maybe you might give away a little like funded account. But last time I tried to do that, I had some funded I had the prop firm approach me on, where they approached me on X, like to be an affiliate and stuff, but they were new and I wouldn't do that. If I want to give a funded account away, it would be FTMO. It would be a proper one, maybe even Raja's one, Dominion Markets. It's just with fundeds, it's the way you have to pay for it and stuff. The money goes back to the same card and all of that stuff. It has to be under your name, so I'll have to talk it out with them. Right, so 30-minute candle closed nice and bearish. We already broke the low. Already broke the low. Give me 1 second. Shit. My bestie. All right, so I can't. FTMO is the best in the business. Yeah, for sure. But if you guys have any idea, any ideas, anything you want to see for the channel, let me know. I'm always open to ideas. Oh shit, man, I want a bit more of a top wick, you know. Damn, I want just a bit more of a top wick for these cells. Although I did say I was going to use the previous. Ah, shit. Alright, if it flips up a little bit, it's still 130 pips. I just want to, alright, if I can get a bit more of a top wick, then if price re-breaks this low, then I'm going to take the sells as it comes back down. So I'm just going to wait for just a bit more. Shit. Should have been aggressive here. Come on, go pull up a bit, just a little bit. Live back testing sessions are a good idea. It's long sometimes. Oh, I hear you. We could do some back testing sessions. I mean, I'd do it anyway. All I'd have to do is stream it. That's it. You know? That's it. And I think if we did backtest together, then if you're on the stream, you would, you'd have, we kind of have the same ideas. Like you could see the same things, you know, strategy wise, we know what we're looking for. Oh, come on. Push up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Shit. All right. I'm gonna have a sell stop, guys, at the break of this low again. Why is this taking so long? Behave. So I've got a little gap as well on my broker. Just a little gap. And the stop loss is going to be above the 15-minute candle high. So right now it's actually a limit order. I'm not going to change the name. I can't bother. So if it comes back up, it should tap me in. Oh shit, alright. I've been entered in. So remember, stop loss is over 50 pips or half risk. Wait, does this 15-minute candle not have a top wick? Ain't no way. Oh shit. Don't like that 15-minute support. I'm not bothered by it, honestly. 15-minute fakes me out too much. 15-minute fakes me out way too much. Like the supports and resistances, I kind of anticipate 15-minute levels to be broken. I wanted this to happen first, not not afterwards. What should have done? I should have waited until it pushed up first and then put the sell stop in so that I wouldn't be in just drawdown. But it's all good though. It's all good. It's all good. Where would I manage risk? So if price stop loss is what, 130 pips, maybe halfway, 130, so say 70. So if it re-breaks its own high, then I'll close 50%. Yeah, if it breaks its own high, I'll close 50. Alright, got the last 5 minutes of this 15-minute candle. Go on, push down. $64.23. That's my entry is. It obviously got slipped a little bit. That's it, go push. Come on, play this range. Go on, you re-broke the low. Losing 5. You're right. Benny, you forgot. I don't think this news is going to be super high impact though, to be fair. I really don't. This is that news that's in like the middle. Well, it's a 15-minute news, isn't it? 2:45. Oh shit, my door. How long have I got? 2 minutes? Alright, give me 1 second. Let me go get the door real quick. Alright, minute and a half left. Where are we at? 40 pips. Close before news or hold? What do you reckon, guys? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Oof. It's pushing down some. I think I might get out, you know. I think I might get out before this news shit. Price is hopping around like crazy. The spreads are getting bigger. How long we got? 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out before the news. I'm gonna get out. Just to be safe. Just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna get out. I'm closing. You never know with gold, innit? You never know. And I think the spreads might jump up as well. So, better safe than sorry, innit? But I didn't really think this news was going to be high impact. Oh, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. In fact, let me put this back so I can take a picture. Did I post yesterday's post? I don't think I did. Do you know what? With YouTube, yeah, I wrote a whole post out. If you change the page or you click something, it deletes everything. I was like, I ain't doing this again. With yesterday's trade. But I'll update this weekend with the trades from this week. Good thing we got out, eh? Weak news, man. Who you telling? Who you telling? Who you telling? Faith Forex. What's your thoughts on gold? What do you trade? Oh, gold, we're going back down, continuing. Do you know what? It would be nice though if the 15-minute did close below this minor support here to the left, this 15-minute support. Because look, it seems to be holding right here. Right, what was the... So it's good numbers. Good numbers. It was good numbers. We're just not getting that drive down. Come on, gold. TradingView is really trying to sell this yearly plan. I'm already on a yearly plan and they're still trying to sell me more. To be honest, no, top tip, if you're buying TradingView, yeah, if you have a yearly plan, let it run out. No joke, let it run out. They will offer you a better deal than the Black Friday sale. They'll offer you a better deal. So I think I got 60% off, and Black Friday was only offering like 40. So top tip. The toppest tipist. What are we doing here, golds? What are we doing? This 15-minute support's really holding. Benny, shout out to you for that 15-minute support, man. Even though I don't like 15-minute supports, I mean, it's definitely holding, isn't it? If this 30-minute candle though, this current 30-minute candle, if we can drive down and close below, then I think we get the sells. If it doesn't, it's not looking good. But maybe we get a weak bullish candle and then we get a continuation pattern to continue down. That would be good. That would be good. Are you a full-time trader? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I'm here every day. New York session. In fact, let's look at NAS. Let's see what NAS is doing. Market open for NAS is always crazy. Have you noticed? NYSE open. It always has these massive 5-minute candles. So looking at, let's do a breakdown. Did I just see? Alright. So the daily, there is a thing here. Daily is weak bullish at the moment. 4 hour bullish, broke the previous high. Kind of respecting this 4 hour support right here. 30 minutes just ranging. This is not nice price action for NAS. Right, so in terms of supply and demand, we need a trend. We don't have a trend, not even on the 5-minute. So we're gonna have to wait for NAS to give us some structure, and we don't have that, so not gonna force nothing on NAS. Like I said, it's an afternoon pair. It's an afternoon. You get the good movement during NYSE open. So what it means, wait for structure. We're gonna have to wait for some definitive higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. So we need to see some good structure, and then we can start looking for some supply and demand. But we need to see the structure right now. Right now, we ain't got nothing. We don't have anything. We have this. So if you're not sure, always just draw it out. Just draw it out. Or the quick way is just look at a line chart. And this doesn't look like a trend, does it? You've got no trend in here. So once we see a breakout, we can, you know, close above these highs, or we can close above these lows. Then we can start looking for some moves. But we need to, you know, clear these wicks as well. So gold is really retesting this daily flip. Yeah, what pairs do you trade? Gold's pushing back up. Well, it doesn't look like we're getting that closure below. And now this 15-minute is broken as previous high. I'm still leaning more towards sells as long as gold stays below this Asian high. I still like the sells. Oh shit, do we have a supply zone right here that I missed? So do you remember earlier? Nah, I don't like it because we closed in. Nah, it needs to close back out. So earlier I was saying I don't like when the zone is the breakout level as well, but we've had quite a decent push away. So when I say that, I wouldn't take this retest right here. So we've had a breakout. I wouldn't use this right here. So like take it straight away. This tiny retest. I like when we get a push away from the zone, then a retest, and then we continue down. But to be honest, let's see. So we pushed in the zone. We're still making a lower high. If we get a closure outside of the zone, if the next candle breaks the low, that would be a nice entry. That could be a nice entry. Second chance. Second chance, maybe. Do you know what? Sorry. Do you know why I don't like it? Because we don't have enough bearish structure. Because I'm looking at this low here, this higher low, and this isn't much of a reversal. Because this could be, all right. So if we're looking at it from this way, this could be a higher low. Whereas obviously I'm looking at it right now as potentially a lower high. I need a bit more information, so I need price to come down a bit more, then retest, and then, you know, I've got a solid downtrend structure. Right now I don't have that. So yeah, I'm not gonna force it. Not on a Friday. We ain't forcing trades on a Friday. I'm on GJ. GJ ain't doing shit. Ooh, see? Glad. Wasn't feeling that downtrend structure. So in order to identify a trend, yeah, obviously you need higher highs, higher lows, you know, lower highs, lower lows. How many higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs, lower lows, do you need for you to say this is a trend? That's the question for you guys. How many highs and lows do you need to say the market is trending? Two to three. Yeehaw, I think 3. Okay. Same. I think you need at least 3. 3 is a good number. And I think that's what you have to remember when you're looking at a trend. Especially if it's a reversal. If you're going the other way, you need something, you need like a definitive number. So look, this. So right now we have, I would say this is 2. If we come back down, this is 2. If we can get one more, we'll have a 3rd. And then we can say we're trending down. Three is good. Yes, sir. Look, glad I got out that trade. Would have hit stop loss right here. Got to close partials. Boom. Okay, so for the rest of the session, I'm looking for, we'll go pair by pair. Kind of looks like a continuation pattern, doesn't it? Alright, so I'll be playing supply and demand for gold. If I can get, you know, a definitive downtrend structure, then I'm looking at more lower lows and lower highs, at least 3, right? And then I'll be looking for a pullback to a supply zone to then take the sells back down to the bottom of this range. Maybe as well if I get a closure below this support, so over the next 30-minute candle, if the 30-minute candle can close below this support, not too big, then I'll be looking at maybe a retest or just a breakout trade again back down to this support. Because remember, we're pushing away from a 4-hour resistance as well. 4-hour will be breaking its own low. But the sells are not going to be long term because I still think gold stays within this range here. Pound yen. Oh, that's a push down. What's going on with GJ? GJ, I mean, I'm not going to take any trades on GJ today. Don't like the structure. Nah. GJ's a dub. Alright, and NAS. So NAS is the same thing as gold. I'm gonna wait for some structure to form. So at least 3 lows, 3 highs. And let's see if I can get a retest of a supply or demand zone. Yeah. But that's it. Nothing going on today. Nothing going on. The news was very, very, very low impact, which was expected. Nothing happened the last time with this news. So we go again next week. What do we have next week? Next week we have PPI on Tuesday. We have GDP on Wednesday. Tentative. So we might not have GDP. We'll see. So it's not definite yet. Unemployment claims on Wednesday. That means there's a because it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. Next Thursday. I was wondering why unemployment rates is pushed up. So we got core PCE price index. Maybe. We'll see when we come to it next week. But yeah, guys, have a good weekend. And like I said, if you have any suggestions for what you want to see for the channel, then leave a comment under this video or just any other video for me to see, and then we can work on doing some stuff together for the future. All right, guys, peace out. Good weekend. I'll be in the Discord if I do say anything, but you know me. If it starts getting too late, then yeah, I'll just leave it as it is. Don't try force nothing, All right, guys, peace out.